Hello, everyone. Sanibonani, welcome to my channel. Fine. Guys, yes, in South Africa, we must get paid just to be South Africans. They must just pay us and be like, you deserve a salary for just being South Africans because, yeah, it's difficult. Anyway, you guys, I had load shedding from 5 o'clock, so I couldn't come on. So I had to reschedule for 6. But then 6 o'clock came and load shedding is like, okay. And then electricity is not coming back. Okay. So I was like, okay, I have to wait. And then when it comes back, now you have to reboot everything. Your laptop is not starting. The StreamYard is not starting. Forgive me, guys. But hey, we have some gossip to do today because what in the Mashlipi is that? The reunion, guys, who watched it? Because I was like, am I watching Moja Love here? Or what? Ngathi ubuka inyani nyani, liyatotela, is it liyatotela or liyatotela? Mamezala on nyani nyani. It was a mix of everything. I'm like, wait, how did we get here? As a nation, Real Housewives followers, how did we get there? Guys, they were swearing. Omunye was pointing at his private party there, and I'm like, yo, this franchise is not going to be picked up by Bravo. But we like the mess, you guys. We like the mess. We like the drama, but it must be classy, like the pointing of your thing here. I'm like, hey, Leon. Anyway, you guys, let's do the countdown so that those maybe who came and went away because I wasn't live yet can come and join us. And then we have this gossip to do because it was the Mashlipi that I've never watched such a Mashlipi reunion. No, I'm lying. Rebecca was Mashlipi. So I'm like, what happened to the original franchise of Africa? I was so disappointed because I was like, this is not it, but it was a matlipitlipi. Even Uma Play, I was like, hi, my playing Itembile vele. I reunion Uma Play. Anyway, you guys, let's do a countdown and then bese siyaqala siyakubosipha. Hi everybody, Sanibonani. Welcome to my channel. And if you are joining me for the first time on this channel, please do not forget to subscribe. If you're joining me from Facebook and Twitter, do not forget to like the stream and also follow the page. Listen, you guys, we're going to talk about the Real Housewives of Johannesburg. As a lot of you know, who are my Real Housewives lovers, that at some point with this season of Real Housewives, we gave up on doing the reviews because I was like, I can't do reviews on such a boring show. I was like, I can't. I was getting bored doing the review. I was like, I cannot do it. Okay, I'm just going to wait for the next franchise because I just couldn't do it, you guys. And it was disappointing. I don't want to lie because we've waited for 3 years for season 3 to come. And then when it finally came, it was meant to be such a big deal because they were recasting and getting almost all new cast except for the 2 people. And we were all waiting for this amazing season of Real Housewives of Johannesburg. And then it comes, and in moments we're feeling like, sibuka uMoja Love la what guys, not ukuthi sithini Moja Love siyayithanda, but we know the kind of content we see on Mzansi Magic, One Magic. We know the kind of content we see on Moja Love, as much as we love them, but we know ukuthi yabona la Moja Love. Moja Love. We know, guys. You don't even have to look at the channel name. So this Real Housewives, guys, this season it was like it should have been on Moja Love because the mess was a lot. So finally, they did a reunion, you guys. They've done part 1 and part 2. I'm just going to talk about certain things, you guys, that for me were shocking when it came to this reunion, you guys. Honestly. And it's funny because I felt like this reunion, they were not really talking about the things that happened during the show, because the reunion is for them to come back together and sort of, talk about things that happened during the show that we as viewers also were aware of. We saw on the show, maybe we were not clear on why certain things were said and certain things were done a certain way, why people had falling out and all of that. Okay, certain friendships, are people still friends? Are they not friends anymore? But it's usually about what happened on the show. But this reunion, you guys, it was hardly about what happened on the show. It looks like a lot happened when the cameras were not rolling. So you were sitting there watching the reunion, but you are trying to catch up as to what is happening, what has happened between the ladies. And it was a mess. Okay, let me start by saying that all of the ladies, you guys, looked good. Okay, I didn't notice actually that Johannesburg has such a good representation of South Africa and South African cultures. Okay, and if you compare it to Durban, usually in Durban, if it's a black lady, that lady is Zulu. Okay, it's black, it's Indian, it's white. Okay, that's all we have in Real Housewives of Durban. But in Johannesburg, it's a little bit mixed. You have Sutu, you have Pedi, you have Xhosa, you have Nigeria, you have, so the mix and the mention of them, of all of the cultures when they were coming in, I loved it, you guys. Of course, Uma Play looked good, you guys, but I don't know. I'm not, I mean, guys, I like it. Just a man in a black suit, okay? Just wear a black suit, okay? And for my shoes, I'm old school like that, okay? I just want men to go back to just wearing suits, just like I'm a suit, maybe fitting, but just the suit. Mina ngisafuna suit. So yeah, I understand the Western style, but I'm like, guys, it's just a man in a suit for me is enough, okay? Listen, you guys, I was disappointed at my play. I don't want to lie, because when he did Real Housewives of Durban, I felt like for sure this is our resident host of the reunions. Okay, we don't need to get anybody else. This is it. We've got the person that we need. But I didn't realize, you guys, that he did so well with the Durban women, because Durban women behaved. Okay, they were listening to him. They are a little bit class. Okay, for the first time, I can say that KZN was a little bit more classier than Johannesburg. Yes, we did loot, but when we go to the reunions, we know how to behave. Okay, I felt like there by Johannesburg, they were going to loot there on stage. Okay, ngibona amagawuni and disappear. I was like, yeah, KZN behaved. Anyway, you guys, so I really feel like in reunion imhlulile, it was overwhelming for him. I feel like my personalities of the women were too much for him. He couldn't get it under control. And I guess that people around him, the crew around him, also couldn't get it under control, because they could have just said cuts and be like, listen, you ladies, we're trying to get a classy reunion here. Can we just behave a little bit, give each other time to talk? It was like, it reminded me of makuliwe emfuleni, who grew up emakhaya nihambe nokha amanzi emfuleni, kufike kuliwe nikhombane. It gave me those vibes. I'm like, hey bo, what am I watching here? If Sonia Mbele was hoping with Real Housewives of Johannesburg was going to be picked up by Bravo, maybe season 1, maybe season 2, but season 3, definitely Bravo is not going anywhere near that season. It was a mahlipi, guys. Fine. I do feel like, okay, when the season started, I liked Nicole. I liked her storyline. She was in a relationship, it went bad. Who hasn't been there? Okay, who can't relate to that? You have to move on with your life. The relationship was bad or whatever. I thought she had a storyline, but she really wasn't giving the details, because the storyline is as good as you giving us the details of what happened with the storyline. What happened between you and Bailey? He cheated how? You see how the Mommy Club is doing it. You see how Happy is doing it there. She's giving us all of the bombs, all of the details of the relationship. And then the girlfriend was in the car when the men passed. We need those details. Otherwise, the storyline is not so good if we just know that you were in this bad relationship, but you are not giving us the details. But I liked her when it began, you guys. I liked even Mamos, I liked you guys when it began. Okay, I wasn't sure, because she just came with an attitude. I was like, I don't like a person that just doesn't like the other person for no reason. She came and she didn't like Utobile. And the whole season I was trying to figure out, why don't you like about Tobile? But we did find out that they were somewhere together and she couldn't pay a bill, and it took 2 hours for her to pay. And I was like, oh, okay. A friend who knows you when you couldn't pay a bill, now you wouldn't like that friend, eh? But like this one knows me when my bank card is declining, she knows me. So yes, you guys. So okay, I wasn't sure about her. And then you guys, I liked the friendship Katobegile and the Litabo, even though I was still trying to figure out is it genuine. I think at this point, you guys, I am sure about the fact that they are friends, but I think that the others don't like the fact that they are friends. And then there is Ulebu, you guys. I think Ulebu is just being pretty. Okay. Sometimes I question her contribution to the show. I think she's trying to not be as messy as the others, but there are moments where it feels like, ooh, is she even part of the show now? I know she's beautiful. I like her, but I'm like, but what is her contribution to the show? Because for the longest time, she was sitting there quiet, having no contribution whatsoever as to what was going on the show. I still feel like there was no need for Leon. You know, if they wanted Leon on the show, maybe one episode or two here and there. I didn't feel like even needed to sit there throughout the whole reunion, you know. And also, he was very offensive, you know, to do that and point at your private parts referring to a woman. You guys, I didn't understand that. I don't even understand the fact that everybody, the crew, everybody that was there let him do what he did when he drew his gown at Tobegil and everybody laughed about it. I didn't think it was funny. I didn't think that it was acceptable, but they seem to have accepted it. I don't get it. Okay. I don't get it. Okay. And I don't understand why. What's the other one? Is it success? Why am I getting the other one? Okay. I don't understand why they're there. You know, I just feel like we should have had the women. And then when they talk about segments that included the guys, then they should have brought them just for those segments and then let them go. Because honestly, I didn't even like the fact that they were so involved with everything that was going on with the show. I don't like, you know, just let the women, you know, just let the women be the housewives and then they can have the gay best friends here and there, but don't make them like be part of the show like that, like a permanent cast member. I just don't like that, you guys. But I do feel like, you guys, it was the plan, you guys. They, when I say the left hand side, I mean my Blaze left hand side. If I say right hand side, I mean my Blaze right hand side. I do feel like the left hand side of the couch, which was Kia, Mamus, Nicole, and then the two guys had come together and said, listen, we are taking Tobegile and Litabo down. Okay, I think that was the conversation. We're taking them down. And I think that so much was revealed that some of them are liars, that a lot of the information that they have about Tobile, I think there's somebody there that is insisting on telling people incorrect information about Tobile. The fact that Tobile said to them that she was going to bewitch everybody, but nobody can say who Tobegile said that to. Somebody is transferring information saying that it's from Tobegile, and then people are hating Tobegile, but nobody has heard that type of an exchange with Tobegile. So everybody is determined to prove that Tobegile is a horrible person, but Tobegile umntwana wedlozi. I was like, even if I wanted to take somebody down, I was not going to take Tobegile down because I don't want bad luck. You know, I'm like, oh, Leon, yabona, if they think ukuthi unesilwane usazoba ney'lwane eziwu-50 eyedwa because of what they did to Tobegile. So it does feel like that, you guys. The reunion kind of feels like they came together to say, listen, you guys, we are taking Litabo and Tobegile down. But I think it's more Tobegile because I do feel like even though they do want to take Litabo down, I feel like a lot of them are intimidated by Litabo, but they did not know that Tobegile was ready for them. Anyway, you guys, before I continue, let me just greet the family in the comments section, okay? Thank you so much, by the way, you guys, for being so patient because I started late. Lindelo was waiting for me. The Blue Clinic with Dr. Tabile. Please check out Dr. Tabile's channel. Kansani in Tane. Hey, you're not so late. I was late this time. I was the one that was late this time. Pulu Kontameslo is here. Thank you so much for joining us, Kansani. Oh, I'm on time. Yes, you are on time. You are on time today. You're on time. My play and his outdated suits. I don't know. I just thought, you know what? It's me not being a fashionista. Okay. I thought, yeah, I'm just the one that doesn't understand fashion, but it didn't do it for me. But I mean, I guess if he's feeling good, you know, I thought mina I understand fashion bandla. Kodwa uNicole esimbonile in this reunion was a different person. She became horrible. That's the thing. That's why I was mentioning, you guys. Lindelwa, that's why I was mentioning that in the beginning, I liked her. She was one of my favorites, you guys. She was one of my favorites. And I wasn't sure about Tobegile. It totally changed at the reunion. And I was like, Nicole is not a good person. At points I felt like, what? This woman is a witch. you know, I was like, what? And all of a sudden, she's talkative. All of a sudden, she's coming for everybody. Everybody's storyline was fake, but hers. Girl, you told us that your ex was dating his cousin. Okay, how can we get more fake than that? Really, honestly. So yes, you guys, she was definitely different at the reunion. I even felt like I got something. Mhlampe uveyiphile laphayana kukiya umngani wakhe mhlawumbe umveyiphisile laphayana nokiya lying and saying she did not know ukuthi ivape nani. Guys, would you really vape on something when you don't know what's inside? I don't vape, so I don't know, you guys. Do you just buy it and then you vape? You just buy a combination and vape? I didn't believe it. I was like, there's no way that you did not know what there is in there, you know. Lebo is a trophy housewife. She is, because really honestly, she's not doing much. She's just sitting there, looking pretty, and it might not work for her, you guys, because I think the last season that she did, she participated a little bit more than she participated this season. Okay, I don't know why the other ladies don't challenge her in anything. Maybe because she is Gia's friend, but then also with her, she doesn't call them. Even with Ukia, she doesn't call her on certain things that she does that are wrong. So she ends up just sitting there pretty. So nobody challenges her on anything, and she doesn't challenge them even when they are doing something that is not right. So it's like now she's gonna end up not really participating that much. Okay, it's either you messy or you are correcting the mess. You mustn't just sit there and get a paycheck for nothing. And I feel like that's exactly what happened with her this season. I don't feel like she did much, especially at the reunion. Leon is super messy, so disappointed. It was so disappointing. It was disgusting, in fact, the way that he was talking to guys. A man is still a man, okay? A man is still a man. As a man is still a man. Let me just say that, okay? Before I even say things that might offend some people, a man is still a man, okay? He was speaking the way that he was speaking to Tobigel. I did not like it. I felt like it wasn't acceptable. I was upset at the fact that my player was not calling it off to say, listen, we're not doing that, not here, okay, not at this reunion, okay, not when we're doing this TV show over here where we're trying to be classy, we're not doing that, okay. And obviously, even the crew that was around, nobody called it because they edited it into the episode, so nobody's saying anything wrong with it because it's on the episode. They could have easily edited it out and then called him to the side and say, listen, Leon, we can't have you talk to a woman like that, or anybody for that matter. So yeah, you guys, I don't even understand why he is a part of the show. Scared of I have my own underground gang. Sometimes I feel like they are resting too much. Sometimes I feel like they're resting too much. I'm like, my bank account doesn't really show that you are. I want to say to them, So I deal with it's enough for me to deal with my own underground gang. I can't be dealing with other people's underground gang. So if you are somebody that is on a day to day with your underground gang, I stay away from them. Like, you know, I don't want to offend you because I don't want to deal with the underground gang. Those people, Nicole, no Leon, guys, next season, I know Moja, guys, izinto zabo zizobe zingahambi kahle. Awudlali ngomuntu endlozi nama-ke no. Abo tries. Abo made it. Remember, we changed your name and said you are Abo made it. I made it. Yes, you made it. You made it today. I know Tobekile Mdlalo says she is a wife of a friend of mine. I even want to make a video of that story time. An amazing human being. Oh, I love her. You do. I'm glad that you're saying she's an amazing person because sometimes we can misread people because I really like her now, you guys. I like the fact she could stand up for herself. She didn't flinch. She was like, I will call you and I will call you and I will call you. And when I can't guys, why would you come for isangoma that you asked for umuti from. Why would you do that? Because it's going to reveal. You think this is a doctor? There's no confidentiality clause here when it comes to the Isangoma. You come from Isangoma, the Sangoma will tell the whole community, to listen, indoda yakhe uyidlisile. I was like, how stupid is that? Church reality check, you guys. Thank you so much for being here. Okay, check out the channel. Okay. Again, people watching, please get the likes up, please, you guys, please. It helps the channel so much. Much love, Sibo Kazi. I think I've greeted everybody. I'll continue with the thing with the comments later. There are just some points, you guys, that I want to mention. Guys, did Litabo get the bodyguards? Because I saw something in the beginning when they are still in the dressing room, the two men that she brought. Did she really get the bodyguards for for Tobegile? Which I guess she needed, because I think that they had got the idea that the other ladies were going to come for Tobegile, and for some reason, okay, they were coming for her. And so, maybe they felt like she needed a bodyguard. Okay, so I was like, okay, that's a little bit extreme, but maybe she needs the bodyguards. You never know, you guys. Nicole did too much at the reunion. From the beginning, it felt to me like, did she drink before the reunion so that she could get, because she was all of a sudden brave. All of a sudden, she's not scared of Litabo. Remember, all throughout the season, they would talk about Litabo, but when it was time to confront Litabo with whatever it is that they were talking about behind her back, everybody would be scared to do it. Okay? So all of a sudden, Nicole is now talkative. Nicole is talking about how Litabo's storyline is fake and all of that. She was crying throughout the whole season and whatever. You guys, listen. I was getting Nicole's point when she said, listen, we know that your storyline was black text, but what is the story with black text? Okay. But I kind of feel like, black text is a story that is relatable for a lot of people. I feel like the people that really didn't do a good job on getting that story out of her is the producers, because the people that are doing ama diary session, the people that interview them during the diary session are supposed to get that story out of you. Yeah, fine, you are crying in the scene because of that. What really is happening, so that the person can speak more about whatever it is that is their storyline. Okay, so I feel like for me, stories are black text, guys, for all of us. Okay, for some people it's more extreme than others. Some people manage it better than others, but for a lot of black kids, okay, some of us are not kids anymore and are still dealing with black text in our homes. Some of us take it even though we don't have to. If there are things to fix at home, people to take care of home, you do it. Okay, so that was a relatable story. I do understand her when she says, yeah, we know it was black text, but what is the story? But I don't feel like it was Litabo's fault that they didn't dig enough to get the real story of what's happening with her and the black text at home. But I did kind of feel like Litabo did try to share her life. Guys, it's not easy to come on national TV and say, listen, I had a house here and here, I had a car. Those things I no longer have because I went through a hard time. Okay, that is not easy to share in a show called Real Housewives, because that show is about glitz and glamour. It's about somebody being rich. They're buying cars here and there, and their men are buying them cars and jewelry and expensive rings about Jojo in Durban and all of that. So it's not easy to come and say, listen, I don't have much right now. I am rebuilding. So I thought that it was brave for Litabo to do that, especially you guys, because Litabo was the one person that came for. Who's the other lady? I always get her name wrong. Is it Lynette from season 2? Because she was rebuilding. She had just come out of a divorce. She was living at home. She had gotten this really cute small place somewhere, and Ulitabo thought that place, her parents had gotten it for her, and she was coming for her. Now it's a lesson for her, because basically she's in the same place. So she could have come here and pretended that didn't exist. Okay, we don't know if the house was repossessed. We don't know if the car was repossessed. She says she sold the house. Maybe the car was repossessed. We don't know. People are saying it was. She's saying she sold them because she was going through a hard time. But even the fact that she shared that story, I feel like it's a real story for her. They're talking about some tea, which I don't really care about. Okay, they never saw the tea. Okay, she's still working on the tea. She's still working on the tea. Wait, you'll get the tea, okay? So Nicole was talking about how she feels like Litabo's storyline was not legit, and I'm like, what was who's the other lady, the Nigerian lady's storyline? What was her storyline? That her mother and father are overseas because they left with the church money allegedly. There was her storyline. We never saw anything about her, but because they are friends, she's not worried about that. They were trying to come for the other side, okay? So then, Mamos, you guys, okay? Mamos says she's the most genuine of them all, okay? And I'm like, all right, if you say so, girl. If you say so, girl, you're the most genuine of them all. But okay, let's think about it, you guys. The reason that she says she doesn't like Litabo, and I actually didn't see this scene. Apparently, they were somewhere, and she says she's scared of dogs, but Litabo says she's also scared of dogs, but Litabo later on took a picture with the dog. Okay, I guess Litabo warmed up to the dog and took a picture with the dog, and I'm like, you're really going to call somebody fake because they said they were scared of the dog, and then later on took a picture with the dog, and you are the most genuine of them all. Like, I was like, Mamos, I really feel like Mamos chose the wrong couch. Guys, I feel like whether you stay on Real Housewives or you go in the next season and all of you have to be strategic, okay? If I was on Real Housewives, I would look, okay? The people that have been here the longest, it's Lebo, it's Litabo, okay? There's a reason that Sonia Mpele is keeping these two people, okay? If I want to have a chance to move on to the next season, maybe I must become friends with these two people. That will be my strategy. I wouldn't come for them because, guys, it's very hard to come for they're not OGs, okay? Whether they're at the beginning, they came in season 2. I think Little came in season 2. They're not the OG, but the OG is here because there's no other OG, okay? So it's not easy to come for the OG and then you end up staying and then the OG leaves, okay? So you're taking a big gamble when you do that. I would have gone to the other couch, okay? I would have been on the other couch so that I have a chance of staying, okay? Because at the end of the day, they want to have a cast that is going to be able to shoot together. So if at the reunion you've already insulted everybody, and then at the end they're like, listen, I will do this show, but I'm not going to shoot with this person, then you are eliminating chances of you coming back to the show. So you have to be strategic. So I do feel like Mamos chose the wrong couch, but anyway, she chose her couch, okay? So I was feeling like that couch, there was just a negative energy there, bengathi khona umuthi ophosiwe. Mhlawumbe bawaphosele ngomuthi. I feel like mhlawumbe khona umuthi abawufakele lapha kuma-city bathi umuthi, because the evil hearts, I feel like nje ngathi they were bothered. The evil in them was just too much. Fine, you guys. So now another thing, you guys, that I did not like. I did not like the fact that Maple allowed the cash to disrespect Tobile's gift. Guys, we believe in different things, fine. Okay, you might believe in Ubungoma, I might not believe in it. You might be a Christian, I might not believe it, but I'm still going to respect the fact that that is your belief. Okay, I know nothing about people that are Muslims, but if someone comes and say I'm Muslim, I respect, listen, I need to pray over here in I'm gonna move aside. Whether you believe in whatever the person believes in too, but you still have to respect them. The way they were talking about her gifts and all of that, you guys, I felt like it was very disrespectful. And they did disclass the show. Okay, it felt like it's a trashy show. Like I said, I felt like I'm watching Mamezala. Hey, guys, have you watched Mamezala from Moja Love? Ale show loyana omamezala bacishe balwe nomakoti, yabona that type of vibe nje ukuthi kuyahliphizelwa lana, everything ungabona ngisho underwear khona lana nje. Pata somewhere, I feel like I was watching that kind of a show. So I didn't like that. And I didn't like the fact that there's no way where my place like, listen, guys, we're not going to do that. There were moments where I felt like Ngatuma Play is scared of this side, the left-hand side, like the way Abeba Kuzangabo on this side, but he was very quick to say Tobegile on this side, So it was not balanced. It was not balanced at all. And I don't know how they are going to correct it, you guys. I don't feel like Utobegile really needs the show. Maybe she does. I don't know, you guys. Maybe she does need the show. But I do feel like it would be a disservice to the show if she doesn't come back. And but the way that she was attacked at this reunion, you guys, I feel like she has every reason to say, you know what, F this, I'm not coming back, I'm done. Okay, I'm not going to be attacked like this. I'm not going to be disrespected like this. And then they'll be left with what now? About Leon, what do all Leon do, you guys? What do they do? What do they have? Pela, we can't deny it. In Real Housewives, it's about the glitz and the glamour, you know. And on this show, we didn't see much of the houses. If we're being real, did we see the houses? Did we see the cars? You know, it was like a housewife where you just see the housewife, but you don't see what the housewife has. Guys, I don't know how they did this show. Okay, we didn't really see the glitz and glamour. I don't want to lie, you guys. They bahamba baya konka, and I'm like, okay, okay, okay. I guess it's second. You know, Real Housewives. Hi guys, a lot was missing on the show. Okay, I'm not saying a konka, but I'm saying, uyabona mhlambe, okay, let me just make an example. Iy'ngane zesithembu, ne? Iy'ngane zesithembu, if they went to konka, yes, you guys, you know, yeah, you know, but in Real Housewives, maybe let them go to Dubai or something for a trip. You know what I mean? Like it's different kinds of show. You know what I mean? The next thing in Izotsi, Agiwe, Shisanyama somewhere for Real Housewives. Guys, no, I didn't feel like I'm alone. I'm outings were not very much organized. Okay, I didn't feel like it was. I wasn't happy about that. I feel like in Real Housewives, I always watch it for the inspiration when they go to these nice places and they drive in these amazing cars, and then the houses, and then you know when the camera comes to the house and it's like, ta-da! It is like the house that you've never seen and you're never gonna own. And, you know, it's like that inspiration. But this one just didn't give you that. It's like, oh, okay, mhlampe nami ngingahlala endlini ekanje. You know, I'm like, I know, I'm not supposed to feel like that. I'm supposed to feel like I can't even achieve that. Okay, that's how Real Housewives usually is. Okay, so here is the thing, you guys. Obviously, everybody was attacking Utobegile for some reason because Leon is upset. Ukuthi she said ukuthi unesilwane and all of that. Where during the show, he had accepted ukuthi unesilwane. They were going to work on that and all of that, you guys. I don't know what happened to Leon, you guys, because at some point I felt like they were really trying to build a friendship with Utobegile, even wanted to do DNA to see if they are related to each other because there's a connection with the surname and all of that. Now, all of a sudden, he is against Utobegile. Now, Utobegile mentions ukuthi the funny thing about Nicole is the fact that Nicole is now so against her and her gift, but she had asked her for umut. I was like, yo, athi umapula, wait. What do you mean? It's like, ungicela umuthi. Nicole, the one who was talking too much, the one is like, yes, not only that, but she paid me through e-wallet. Nicole, isangoma asikhokhela nge-wallet, isangoma usibekela phansi imali, so you don't have proof. So you don't have proof that you ever went to the sangoma. Nicole asked for Moti sent Utobegile e-wallet. That's what Tobegile is saying. The way aphike ngakhona uNicole, hayi mina ngazi lutho, umuthi mina, me, I don't even believe in what you do. I don't believe in the way you do things. And mawuhlaba igazi, there is whatever. Hey, if you slaughter, and I'm like, yo, why? Tobegile is lying. I was like, hi, Tobegile, I love you, but you are lying. Pella, this woman is not gonna deny like that. I said, ha ha. She screamed. She was like, e-wallet, me, send you an e-wallet. Tobegile is like, guys, bring my phone. Bring in my phone, you know? And then Omable is like, okay, wait, okay, let's get this right. This is the only thing my play did right during this whole reunion. The other times he was just as lost as all of us. We were trying to figure out the reunion. You know, Tobegile actually was hosting the reunion, you guys, because my play was just there. Sometimes like, shh, shh. That's all he was doing because it was all out of control. So now this woman is like denying, like, listen, I've never sent you an e-wallet. And I think you guys, honestly, I think production wanted to play Tobegile. I think they wanted to play her. I think they wanted Tobegile to seem like a liar because it took a long time for them to fetch the phone because she was like, bring me my phone. We are going to finish this one right now, Let's hand phone, and I was like, why are they not bringing the phone? It makes me feel like production was in on getting Utobigilo to look like a bad person. I really feel like that, you guys. I feel like the team on the left hand side was working with production to sort of make Utobigilo look a certain way because they took too long to bring that phone. Like, bring the phone, okay? So my black gets clarity. So wife no much no miswasho, I was like, muti because wayefuna ukulungisa izinto zakhe no is it Veli or Zweli? Sometimes I mix up. I think it's Veli. Izinto zakhe no Veli. Uveli is the man that dumped her to go marry the cousin, like she said. And ubefuna ukulungisa izinto zakhe no Zweli. So uma plays like, okay, let's get it cleared. Did she want to be more attractive to Uveli? The man that doesn't want to, ufuna wena ukuthi uzilungise ukuthi indoda ikuthande futhi. The phone arrives. And then Tomikela just took the phone and did this. She was like, and then sister's changes. Nicole is like, it was just 400 rand that I sent to you. I'm like, 400 rand one manje ngoba wena uthe azange usende e-wallet. One manje 400 rand. No. It was 400 rand because she made some salt for me. Even Leon was like, wena futhi Tobegile made some salt for me. How? So you took the salt? Yeah, he made some salt. So this was just umnikelo to say thank you. Yeah, had they not brought the phone, that we would think the way uNicole aphike ngakhona, we will think ukuthi uThobekile was lying ukuthi uNicole asked for muti from her. Because she was like, yeah, I've never sent you any e-wallet. I've never asked you for muti. And then Utobegile, once she got the phone and she was like scrolling, do you want me to find, the record of the e-wallet? And then she was like, no, it was only 400 rand because I was saying thank you for your loan. And also, you guys, listen, this is the thing that makes me feel like Vele, the production wanted the other side to look bad because I'm like, that happened and then they just moved on to talk about other things. Because I feel like then my place should have asked her, no, Nicole. You said you never sent any e-wallet. So what e-wallet are you talking about now? Because you said you never sent any e-wallets. Did you want Veli back? Is it Veli? Did you want him back? Okay, so what was the plan? You wanted him to be more attractive to you. So did you want him to leave a girlfriend again? Why are you lying now? They never held Nicole accountable. So it kind of makes me feel like the plan was not for the phone to be brought to Tobegile so that Tobegile can prove that this woman was lying. And also the fact that they did not hold Nicole accountable for the lies. Okay, nobody asked her, hi, boss sisters, why did you lie? Because you said when azange uzithumele e-wallet, uthe when azange uzunikwe imithi. So what's happening with that? How come all of a sudden chikichiku so yashintsha? And then the friends here, sebethule, because what are they gonna say? Umngani wabo. Then it turns out, you guys, ukuthi there was a meeting between Uzweli, no Nicole, and Utobegile. I'm like, I like you, Tobegile, but I want to ask you ukuthi animlisa anizamanga yini ukudlisa Uzweli lapho, uVeli lapho. Yini indaba ngithi Uzweli? Anizamanga yini ukudlisa ulona uVeli lapho, because how did they get uVeli to be in a meeting with them when he already was not in a relationship with Nicole and there was payment for Umuti there? So where did Umuti lo, the 400 rand that was paid, that Muti, where did it work? Did it work? Was it used somewhere? Okay. And was the use, did it have anything to do with Uveli? Like I say, you guys, there's so many questions that could have been asked around that was never asked. Okay. Now they got into the Leon Itimoni situation because he is upset that Uthobekile had said to him unesilwane. That whole thing of him being upset, you guys, doesn't make sense to me, because at the time he wasn't upset about it. In fact, at that, he even agreed with Uthobekile and said, yes, you are right. I don't finish things when I start them. And I do feel like, like, or something similar to that. And they were going to work together so that he can get some help. And now, quickly, now, akasenaso yena isilwane futhi uThobekile didn't know her that well and all of that. It turns out he still, remember, you guys, they went to Leon's place when he was moving into the place that where he was shooting, because we all know that that might not be a place where he lives. Okay, so they went there. He had asked Tobekile to buy some food, but he never paid back the money. Tobekile is like, "Futhi wena ngicela imali yami." Okay. She's like, he keeps saying, let's honey phone yami so that I can transfer. I'm like, but if you could transfer the money, why did you wait until the reunion? Why would I even attempt to attack somebody that I owe money? You know, like that doesn't even make sense. I wouldn't be surprised, guys, if to this day Leon hasn't paid Tobegile her money, because I feel like he's that type of a person. Why would you go to the reunion to attack somebody that you owe money to, a person that bought you groceries long time ago and you never paid them their money, but you have the nerve to come to the reunion and sort of try to attack them? But anyway, you guys, now they get into Kia and her smoking and vaping, whatever it is, it's the same thing to me. Okay, that's when she's talking about the fact that she did not know that there is weed sometimes in the vape. I'm like, ooh, I'm like, how old are you? Okay, how old do you think we are to think that we believe that? Okay, okay, nje bakithi uzibhemela insango allegedly. So anyway, that was her defense, that she did not know. But even if she knew, I don't think that there's anything wrong with admitting you smoking. If you do it, then don't be embarrassed about it. Okay. So they did ask Kukia about her marriage. And this is the thing, though, guys, the way that this reunion was hosted, because they do ask Kia about her marriage, but before Kia could answer, they went to Utobegile to ask her, what do you think of Kia's marriage? And I'm like, why are they asking Utobegile? Because they know Utobegile and Kia don't get along. Why wouldn't they ask her friends, or ask maybe Litabo? I don't know, maybe Litabo, maybe even Ulebu, because Lebu is friends with Kia. Why are they asking? It's like they wanted Tobegile in the mess. Okay. So Tobegile says, listen, I'm not friends with Ukia, so I'm not going to give an opinion on her marriage. Only she can give an answer to that. Anyway, Kia doesn't even give an answer. She said, me and whoever are still raising our kids together. And when it comes to our marriage, and then my place like, that's enough. I'm like, no, it's not. No, it's not. You know how much I pay for my DSTV for someone to be like, I don't know what to say. Do you understand how much I pay for DSTV for me to not get answers at the reunion? Do you even get that? Do you understand how difficult it is to pay for my DSTV subscription for me to get that answer at the reunion? And so you give that answer, my play is like, okay, no, it's okay, that's enough. I'm like, my play. What happened to you? I feel like mhlambe uKia, when she was vaping, no lona na uvapile lapha ngaphandle, because something was just missing in the hostage of the hosting. Okay. So you guys listen, at some point Marali comes in. The shock of my life, because you know what, the last two episodes I didn't watch, so I did not know that Umar Lee has turned against Litabo and Tobegile, because the last time she did not have a problem with them. Now she has a problem with Litabo, she has a problem with Utobegile, because now she feels like she's closer to the other girls. I'm like, yo, I feel like on a WhatsApp group, Enalaba or Evil Sister, and there's a WhatsApp group with Kia, Nicole, Mamos, the boys, and Marali. You know, la kukhulunywa khona baqamba amanga bonke batshele uMarali yamanga, ngoba uMarali ucabanga ukuthi uThobekile said she was going to bewitch everybody. But when she's asked, who did I say that to? Nobody answers. Okay. What Tobegile said, she said what she sent in the message to Nicole, I think she said 10 past 4. mina nokia sinezinto esingayiqedile. Nicole tells everybody that she said she was going to bewitch everybody. Guys, mawuzothakatha umuntu, would you tell the person ukuthi ngizokuthakatha? What kind of umthakathi does that? What kind of umthakathi tells you ukuthi ngizonithakatha nonke? That's not umthakathi. Ngabe phela ugogo maweni, mawusho kanje ugogo maweni uyena oshoyo online ukuthi ngiyathakatha. And we all know ukuthi akathakathi, you know, usuke nje isholo nje, entertainment. So why would uThobekile tell them, if ezobathakatha, why would she tell them ukuthi ngizonithakatha? Ngoba ngavele nje angena endumbeni yakhe ahlanganisa amakhathakhatha and then tada. Why would she tell them? It doesn't even make sense. Okay, so now Marilee all of a sudden, she was sitting on the other side, but she was with the other group, and that was like, since when Marilee now gets along with that group? Hey, and then yeah, you guys listen, let me see if I left everything because this is part one, okay? But in part two, the shocker was that we find out that, guys, is it Success Day? The guy, what's the name of the guy? Did anybody answer me? Is it Success Day? His name? That he also asked for money from Thobekile. I'm like, these people, Nicole asked for Moti from Thobekile. Leon asked for Thobekile to buy him groceries and never paid back the money. And then Success asked for 3,000 rands, but Thobekile didn't give it to him. But they all have the nerve to be at the reunion attacking her. And she's like, when I have messages of you asking me for money, okay? I feel like the plan of them attacking Thobekile didn't work, you guys. I like Thobekile for the show. I love the fact that she was able to stand up for herself. But I do feel like at the end of the day, you guys, it was a lot for her. And I hope that it's not so much that she makes a decision not to do the show again, because it can make you feel like that, guys. I mean, to have everybody come on, and this was just part one, she's still going to deal with that too in part two, because everybody is attacking her left, right, and center. Okay, and they're also trying to claim that she's not really friends with Litabo, who is her only friend. They're saying she's not her friend. I laughed because Litabo's response was, listen, because they were saying Uthobekile had said that she gets irritated by Tabo's calls, and Ulitabo was like, but if I'm irritating her, how come she's calling me too, you know? And I loved Litabo's maturity there to say, listen, we are friends with this person. You guys are not going to convince me that she's not my friend, because I call her, but she calls me too. So how come she's irritated, but she's returning my calls? Okay. So yes, you guys, that it was a mess. The reunion was a mess. Okay, Maple did not have any control of the show. I don't know. I'm not sure about him anymore, you guys. Maybe he must just host Devon, because maybe Devon is a little bit more classier and the cast is more controllable. And then we should just leave him here, because all of these other franchises, I just feel like we actually like it overwhelms her, you know, it overwhelms her. It's like he has good questions, but he doesn't even get to ask those questions when the women are out of control and they're screaming at each other. And you have to be able to control things when you are hosting the reunion. So I definitely was disappointed, because I felt like he was so good with Real Housewives of Durban. I liked him. Okay. So let's just do the comment section. Leadership, listen, I need some Thobekile in my life, okay? Do a video, please. I need more Thobekile in my life. 18 people watching, please, guys, like the video. Sipoka is Jolobe. I have not watched RHOJ this season, and by the look of things, I definitely won't be with. You know what you must do, Abo? Just go watch the reunion. Like, episodes are not going to give you much, and not much. Even the reunion, just watch it for the craziness. Just pretend you are watching a Moja Love show, and then you will enjoy the mess. But the episodes don't have much. I don't want to lie to you. You won't get much from the episodes. Nicole did blindside me too. She is angry, bitter individual who hit yes, you guys, let's not forget. Let's not forget that her mother is the one that revealed that her husband's biggest complaint was that she would get physical with him, you know, So let's not forget, okay? She's not as innocent as she looked in the beginning, because at the reunion, she was looking a little bit more evil, okay? I was like, that's a very beautiful Xhosa outfit to be wearing when you are going to be evil like that, okay? Uhlulekile uMaplay, uhlulekile. I was so disappointed because I liked him for RHOD. Like the video, guys. Please, please, please like the video. Like it here on YouTube. Those who are on Facebook, like it there. I know I've got who is there, Milano and TJ Ndlovu, are there by Facebook. Okay. Yeah. Let me see. So you've got, yes, there's somebody watching there by Facebook. I don't see anybody on Twitter, but I usually, when I'm finished, there's a few people that are watching, so I don't know how to check that while I'm here. Yes. Get the likes up. Yes, you guys, get the likes up. It's pressing a like is like a free thing to do, but it makes such a difference because it's a big indication to YouTube that you like the video, so they recommend it if it has a lot of likes. Okay, no confidentiality clause. Ayikho, ayikho, guys, ayikho. Phela usayini anything there by lokho zesangoma. You have to behave. If umuntu wesangoma sakho, you have to behave. Thokoza gogo, respect them because they know your secrets. Okay, and they will tell your secrets if you misbehave. Ngiyabonga ububrave buka-Nicole. She was rude, man. I was so disappointed because I really liked her. I liked her at the beginning, so Lindelwa, I did. So, but it wasn't so much that I was disappointed. I was happy that I was like, oh, so this is the type of person she is, because I almost liked you thinking you were someone else, but you're not that person, you know? So, yeah, I guess we got to see she couldn't keep it the whole season. Kia Nayo was also, Kia was not even, she did not shock us at the reunion. Kia, I think there's a difference between Kia and Nicole. Nicole shocked us at the reunion because we thought she was kind of a good person. Kia was just horrible from the beginning. You know, I think the only person that she really just wanted to hang out with in the beginning was just Lebu. But Lebu is very pure hearted, you know. And I think genuinely when she said she was attempting to make things right with Litabo, she really meant it because she was trying to avoid messy conversations about Litabo and Tobegile. And I think that's why Kia was not so much into Lebu when it comes to the gossip because Lebu, I think she didn't want to get in the mess. But yeah. Yeah, just didn't like Utobegile, and I was trying to figure out what is it that you just don't like about this woman. Welcome, Lindela. Please, ungahambi Utobegile, siyamthanda thina. Ngiyamthanda Utobegile, you guys. But I could feel it for her. I would be in tears, you know. I would have handled it like she did, but definitely it would have affected me afterwards. Sometimes it's a lot when people just come after you for no reason, you guys, for no reason. Because if you look at it, with Leon, she was trying to help. Leon could have said, listen, I don't want to hear it. Okay. And Nicole was the one that approached her to ask for more. Okay, the other one, Success, was the one that asked her for 3,000, and now Success is saying, "No, I just wanted to see if you are going to give me 3,000." Yeah, right. Oh yeah, I didn't read this one. No glitz, no glam. Sonia must do better. Yes, you guys. I guess she's got the franchise. I don't know if there's any way they could take it away from her. So I guess it's her. I think that because she's not doing the production all by herself, she's got people that she works for. Maybe she needs to get some new people. Because honestly, there was no glitz and no glam. No glitz and no glam. Okay. So it's just a different kind of Real Housewives. It was, you know. So maybe she needs to get some new people. Maybe just get some of the Devon team in terms of production. Nalaba bago night. Namibia. Namibia was good with the glitz. Yo, phela Namibia was like, was it Namibia? Yes, Namibia. Namibia, guys. Was it Namibia? Yes, I think it's Namibia, the franchise that outdid all of them when it came to the glitz and the glamour. Forget the storylines, the glitz and the glamour, the holidays they were going to, the restaurants they were going to eat. Like they outdid everybody. Okay, even Devin. So yeah, maybe she needs to get new people to work with. Hello, Mom Go Buzzy. Guys, please check out Mom Go. Mom Go is here. Production was messy, but they didn't do well in like structuring the show so we get really the best out of the storylines. They didn't. So imesi Abonji was just like pointless mess at the end. you know, please bring back my money. Cable was like, pay me my money now, And Leon still didn't pay the money. He was like, bring back my. She said, iPhone, please bring my iPhone so I can pay her. But he didn't pay him. Yeah, in Tanujan Sisi, I made it on the live. Zandile Masha. Success. Yes, it's success. Okay, it's success. I really don't like it when they involve the gents to a point where they attend the reunion and they stay the whole time. I'm like, we don't need them like that. Okay. Just that's another show. We can have like them doing their own show. Okay. If they're not friends of the show. I don't know why they did it like that. Signing in Milano in love from Facebook, just on time of past midnight, very late sleeping, followed by a Twitter screenshot, hilarious reaction, Kanti, where aren't you conquering and wiping us off with laughter? Well, listen, Milano, this is what I wanted to ask you because I saw you on Facebook, but is it a page? How come your Facebook, because it has a lot of following, how come your Facebook is not a page? Pilla, you can only make money on Facebook if it's a page because I was wanting to follow your page, but I was like, this looks like a personal account. Please move it to a page so you can make money. It has a lot of following. Please, Facebook page because you have a lot of followers. By the way, guys, there's an opportunity to make money on Facebook. It's been there. We've just not been paying attention, some of us. Even on Twitter, actually. My gadget went flat partly due to your earlier lives. and okay. Kenzan, but then Tobagil understood the assignment and she saw that, she sorted them out. Yeah, she did, Kenzani. I think my concern is I know for myself, even when I get in the fight with one person, I will be able to handle it, but afterwards I'll be feeling like fighting is not nice, guys. It's not nice. It takes a lot. You can win the fights and look very brave, and then afterwards it just comes, and then you get emotional, and then you're just like crying later on about I should have said this and this and that, and then I imagine and everybody coming at her. I don't know, you guys. I think I did question a little bit why Litabo was not really like backing her, just a little bit, you guys, because I feel like when they were, where did they go? Did they go to Zambia? When they went to Zambia and she had left and they were talking about her, she stood up for her, Utobegile, when she wasn't there. When they were trying to gossip about Litabo. So I was disappointed that she didn't do it. Maybe she has a reason. Maybe they agreed, like, listen, my friend, I can handle this. So just handle your stuff, I'll handle mine. But if it was my friend, I would have been like, listen, you guys are not going to do this to my friend, okay? I would have been calling them off too. I was puzzled by the e-wallet story because Umnikazi never got to explain him exactly. Kanjani. I wanted more from the e-wallet, guys. I wanted more questions to be asked about the e-wallet. My player let them get away with it. So I really feel like that, yeah, that just didn't make sense. I found Kia to be very condescending. Yeah, she is. Even guys, listen, we can get into fights with women, but there are things that you can see when a person comments on that you like. This person is not a good person. You remember when there's a party that they were at and Utobegile is wearing a white dress and it had a long slit, you guys. And yes, my bambaganjena ubepenyeka. Like you could see the undergarments, okay? So if I was seeing another woman like that, I would rush to the side and be like, when you pull this thing, you pull it so that it doesn't show. Any woman, whether you like the person or not, if umuntu ekuvela under, when they're not meant to show that, you will tell them, no, it's kanje ngubo, Yeah, now she's there by that insertion. Look at her dress. You can see everything as if there was the intention to show everything. She couldn't see that while she's holding the dress, it's showing everything, even the parts that are not supposed to show. So I was like, okay, it's not a good person. I was like, this one is not okay. Thank you so very much for that page creating tip. The Facebook numbers are now definitely one. And yes, your numbers are very good, and it's not good. It's not easy to grow Facebook. Okay, and I felt like you would already be halfway to making money if it was a page. Please do a page, and also it's easy because your people on your personal thing are used to you now. You can just say, "Guys, come this side," and then hey, and then uzosipha imali ke mase udla imali ke don't forget us. Don't forget us, Milano. Please check out Milano's channel, you guys. Please, please, please. Who else here has a channel? Mam Kopozi has a channel. I'm sure you guys know that. Who else, you guys? If you have a channel, please tell us so we can go and subscribe. You can also do it in the comment section, whether it's on Facebook or YouTube. We will go and subscribe. Who doesn't know Church Reality Check? Ama-owners YouTube lawo, the owners of YouTube. Puluko Ntamehlo has a channel too. The Blue Clinic with Dr. Tabile, very educational content. Check it out. If I didn't mention your channel, you guys, go into the comment section. Just say you have a channel with a subscribe. My watchers or my viewers or the RHOJ family will subscribe to. Anyway, you guys, this has been so long. I need to go. Guys, thank you so much for joining me. I appreciate it so much that you are here with me. I will see you in the morning. Okay. If there is no mkosi, we will create umkosi. We will create umkosi out of nothing. Yawazi umkosi vela hlebe nje. Ngento engekathi bheka lapha kamakhelwane bayapenda, bapendelana. That kind of umkosi. If there is no mkosi in the morning, we will create it. Don't worry. Thank you so much, you guys. Please do not forget to like the stream. It's very important. Also, if you don't mind and you are in a Wi-Fi free zone, do not forget to run the stream so that we can make some money on the adverts. And also check me out on Twitter and Facebook. We're growing. It's a little family there, but we are growing. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. Share the video with your friends, with your family, and even with strangers. Nginithanda kakhulu.